Tonight, a special edition to Murrow News 8 from the studio. I'm Nathan Semp. We take a look at distracted driving laws.
And I'm Noah Schmick, live from the Spark that's hosting the Adobe Creative Jam. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Welcome to the show. I'm Noah Schmick here at the Spark that's hosting the Adobe Creative Jam. More than 100 WSU students representing 20 majors will work together in teams to develop a unique design solution using Adobe applications. Student teams participate here at the Spark and remotely from all over the world, including a team of 4 Cougs joining live from Florence, Italy. The main event features hands-on activities, technology demonstrations, talks by creative thought leaders, giveaways, and free food for all those who have registered. The event concludes with student teams representing and presenting their final designs by an award ceremony, which includes an Audience Choice Award. This is the second year that the university has hosted the Adobe Creative Jam. Malou Santos went ahead and looked at the difference between this year and last year's event.
This event has been several months in the making, hundreds of emails and countless hours of planning. And today's the day it'll all pay off. Adobe Creative Jam Live is happening today at the Spark Building from 4 to 9. This event is a hackathon where 108 WSU students are divided into groups, are given a problem, and have 2 hours to come up with an app that will solve the issue using Adobe XD software. This year, the event is partly virtual, so WSU students from the Bothell and Tri-City campuses, as well as 4 WSU students studying abroad in Florence, Italy, will be competing for prizes. Chris Cooney is the co-event director and says the students participating in Adobe Creative Jam Live learn valuable skills at the event.
The biggest benefit that I think students get from this is that it shows them that what they can accomplish, maybe put in a situation that is a little bit outside of their boundaries, right? Outside of where maybe they've pushed themselves before.
Student interns like Harald Hilseth get hands-on training behind the scenes. He's been working on this event for months, and he says all the hard work will finally pay off.
It's just exciting. It's going to be 7 hours that we've been told by Chris and Rebecca are going to go just like that, and we're ready for that challenge.
Rebecca Cooney is a professor at Murrow College, and she teaches strategic communications. She says the virtual aspect of the competition makes the event unique.
I think it really presents an interesting and different dynamic that really shows with sort of the technological evolution that we're talking about in our classes and the ability to connect virtually and in person and that hybrid. I think that's really fantastic.
Malou Santos, Murrow News 8.
We were lucky enough to get one of the head guys here at the Adobe Creative Jam, and so I'm going to go ahead and send it off to Elijah Clayton live with our guy.
Thanks, Noah. I'm here with John. And John, what are the students really working on in there right now?
So they're competing in teams of 5 or 6 on a solution that we introduced right before they came into the room. So we introduced a theme. They're using Adobe XD, and they're working away on it in interdisciplinary teams.
And you talked about Adobe XD. What is that program really designed to do?
It's designed to rapidly prototype different kinds of solutions for mobile devices.
Okay. And what is the most challenging thing, do you think, for the students here today?
I think the most challenging thing would be for them to quickly identify the things they're trying to get done and divide up the work and then go to town on it and make it happen.
And what does it mean to the university to have an event like this hosted here?
I think it's a great opportunity for students to be able to have hands-on experience with this technology, to work in these teams, and to identify the ways that they can contribute creatively to a solution in the end.
And finally, where do you see this event going in future years?
We would like to be able to host this each year for students. I think it's an exciting opportunity. It's grown from last year, and we're hoping to expand to other kinds of competition and other flavors of competition across the state.
All right. Thank you very much. Sending it back to you, Noah.
That's Elijah Clayton with me here at the Spark, giving us our live interview. Now, when we come back, Nathan Semp tells us just how old WSU is, as well as what Washington state law will be more strictly enforced. All that when Murrow News 8 continues.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework,
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to the show. The Alumni Association gave out cake on Terrell Mall today to celebrate WSU's 129th birthday. WSU was established on March 28, 1890 as a land-grant state college under the Lincoln administration to further educate the region on agriculture. Now you look at the university today and a network of 7 campuses and now a research university. Happy birthday, Washington State University. Also, Moscow officials were met with positive comments when they held a forum for an estimated $9.64 million bond for a new police facility last night. Mayor Lambert and Chief of Police James Fry says the new space has long been needed. The new station would be approximately 20,000 square feet. The bond will be voted on May 21st. Now we have an update on the deadly shooting in the Lake City neighborhood of Seattle last night. At 4 p.m., a shooter shot a Metro bus driver and a commuter who was taken to Harborview Medical Center. Another bus driver and another vehicle driver were killed. Seattle police still have yet to release the motive of the shooting. And Idaho state senators blocked a House bill rejecting Medicaid expansions on the idea of work requirements by a margin of 7-2. House Republicans said the work requirements were fiscally acceptable, but senators said it would be against other state medical policies. Therefore, the bill is sitting on the Senate floor, furthering review that could last through next week. Washington could be also raising its smoking and vaping age to 21. The proposal for the change passed the state legislature on Wednesday. Now it heads to the desk of Governor Jay Inslee. Supporters of the bill say it will reduce youth smoking and save the state money in medical costs. But the opponents say the bill is overprotective and is a personal freedom issue. Starting today, more than 150 law enforcement agencies around the state are adding extra patrols looking for distracted drivers. It is illegal for drivers to hold cell phones, access information, or watch videos while they are driving. Stopped in traffic or at a stoplight, violators will be charged $136 for the first offense and $234 for the second. Speaking of distracted driving, Noah can tell you what if there may be dodging raindrops this weekend.
You know, I don't think people are going to be dodging a whole lot of raindrops this weekend, as it's actually going to be ending up clearing up at the start of this weekend, but towards the end of this weekend, it might get a little bit bad. For today's forecast, we'll go ahead and look at that. Today's high was about 45 degrees to today's low, about 36 degrees. The wind is blowing from the west, which is a little bit interesting because as we get into the weekend, this wind is blowing up from California, which is creating a low pressure. Tomorrow, as I said, it's going to be 49 degrees, by the way. The low is about mid-30s for tomorrow. It's a slight chance of rain, cloudy, but should be pretty good. For the Washington State map today, in Pullman, as we said earlier, it's about mid-40s today, so not too bad. But as we look towards Spokane, it's still just around the 50-degree mark, not too bad. The Tri-Cities and Yakima, both of those guys are extremely way higher in temperature, 60 degrees around there for the Tri-Cities, Yakima about 57. Over in Seattle, though, in Olympia, 60 degrees. It's a bit high over there. As we go towards the 5-day forecast for you, Friday, cloudy. Saturday, partly sunny. Sunday, we got cloudy. Monday, cloudy, rain. I mean, that's how it's going to be for the rest of the time. Might want to go out and get that rain jacket for the end of the week. I'm going to go ahead and send it right back over to Nathan at the desk.
That's Noah Schmidt giving us our weather forecast from the Spark. Thanks, Noah. When we come back, Kanara Heinke will update us with all things sports when Murrow News 8 returns.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Dad's home.
Yeah.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Kinara Heinke with your sports update. Today marks the 2019 MLB opening day, which is the earliest opening day in history outside of international openers. All 30 teams will play today with 15 games spread across the afternoon and the evening. Earlier this morning, the WSU Board of Regents held a special meeting to consider a request from the athletics department to increase their budget by $500,000 for the remainder of the fiscal year. According to a news release, the request was made in order to fund a men's basketball coaching staff. The request was submitted by President Kirk Schultz. On Tuesday at the Emerald Valley Golf Club, the WSU men's golf team finished 13th at the Duck Invitational hosted by Oregon. Washington State has one last tournament before it heads to the Pac-12 championships later in April. Today, the WSU track team left to compete in the Mike Finelli Track Classic in Hayward, California. The tournament began earlier today at 12:30 and will last until Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow, the WSU baseball team will take on number 3 Stanford for the first of 3 games. WSU is currently unranked nationally and last in the Pac-12. Hopefully, the Cougs can break their losing streak and pull out an upset win. When we come back, the Palouse is catching some eyes from a Northwest tour company. Stay with us.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
The Palouse region was ranked number 85 for the top 365 places to visit in Washington state. The ranking comes from a tourist information company located in Bellingham, Washington, called 365 Scenic in Washington state. The company claims the views are bright and a great place to visit when dealing with agriculture. And thank you for watching us tonight, and be sure to catch us live at our newscast at nwpb.org/MN8 and on Cable 8 at 7 and 10.
Don't forget, you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a good night.